Welcome back to the Hood News Fantasy Football Podcast. This is Season 3, Episode 3. I got my dogs with me here, MFB
Bling blow. We back.
and BBTB.
Yeah.
And this is Sleepers and Fades. We're going to give you guys one of each position and a bonus pick of who to draft ahead of their ADP and then players to just skip out on, whether to not draft them at cost or to just completely skip out on. I want BBTB to start us off with his QB sleeper.
Alrighty. Let's run it. We're gonna go just right off the rip. Tyler Shuck. I'm not gonna lie, I hated him last year. He balled out the last few games of the season. He looked pretty good with the couple drives that he had in preseason. So, and I don't like the other teams. I'm not a fan of the Bucks, Panthers, or Falcons. So, I think Tyler Shuck is like a knockoff Jackson Dart. He likes to use his legs a lot. He has a lot of great options right now. Travis Etienne, Lave. I know Tyson just got hurt, but it's okay. So I feel like Tyler Shuck can be a solid, deep sleeper pull, either a waiver pickup or a late round pick. So, like late.
I was more a fan of this before Tyson got hurt.
Hmm.
But once he got hurt, I feel like he's reduced weapons kind of. Just one. I mean,
Do you
obviously.
have the ADPs like pulled up
I mean, I can get
or
him.
like QB list?
I have the list.
Where does Tyler Shuck go?
He's going like
18 quarterback.
like QB.
18?
He's deep, man. I'll go pull it
Yeah,
up just to make
if
sure.
it's 18, I don't hate it, but there's other late flyers I like a lot better. Not to jump to my own sleeper, but there's other late flyers I like better. They lost the rookie, right, for a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know if Olave can carry the load, right? I don't know. It's kind of more or less the same team as last year, and last year wasn't spectacular. So what am I banking on here? You know,
he's going late in drafts. We're talking like round 13.
Yeah,
or like round 12. So like late in draft.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's good for second half once Tyson comes back. I don't think he's gonna be bad in the beginning of the season. I just think he's a bench piece in the beginning of the season. Like I'm not starting him, but good in terms of like a stash as a backup QB, especially in deeper league. MFB, go ahead and give us your sleeper then, since you're trying to allude to it a minute ago.
my sleeper, also going incredibly late, Kyler Murray. All right, now hear me out. 2 seasons ago, we seen the Vikings Kevin O'Connell system do wonders. Now he's still there. The system sucked with JJ McCarthy, but now they're going to give it a go with Kyler Murray. If things pan out, it is probably the best dart throw to take. That's all I'm saying.
So the logic is there. I'm just fading Kyler Murray just because what he did to me the past 2 years. So MFV got logic. I got that gut hate feeling. I think Kimo might feel the same. He's a Cardinals fan. I thought Kyler
No, I
Murray
want to
was
see. I
that
want to
good
see
last
Kyler
year.
Murray succeed. No, I
So,
like Kyler Murray. I mean, he was a dingus.
but I
when
think
he
you
was on the
called him a
Cardinals.
gerbil a few times.
He's a little gerbil, bro. I love that fool. Run around the field like a little gerbil. I swear, bro. He'd be like running around his little legs. I like the pick. I like Kyler Murray. I'm scared to have him be my starter. Like if I were to just punt QB completely, just not take QB, like fail my whole team, start filling bench pieces, and then take Kyler Murray as my starter. If only if the value of the players that I'm seeing on the board is just like I can't let this go. Like you got wide receivers that are available late, like Jadarian Price is available, and there's a quarterback like Jackson Dart is there, and you're looking at Price, and you're like, bro, like he's falling to you, or Jonathan Brooks, or someone falling to you, and you're like, bro, I want this value on my team more than I want a quarterback right now. I'm taking the value, and I'll just get Kyler Murray later. Then yeah, that would be where I would be happy with that. I don't know if I have the stones to do it, brother. It's a little risky.
Yeah, it depends on how deep the league is to really have your Kyler Murray be your main guy.
A starter, yeah.
So
My pick for sleeper quarterback is Dak Prescott. He tends to follow the trend of a down year and then a good year and then a down year and then a good year. I like where he's going. He's going like middle of the draft, or not, or I think he's going like seventh round or so, like not too early. But we saw what he could do with CD Lamb, now healthy. Last year he was having some health issues, and then um, what's his name?
Pickens.
Pickens
Pickens.
and CD Lamb both on that team. Great weapons. They got what's his name? Ferguson, the tight end. He's pretty solid. He's a end zone threat. So I really think that where he's going, he's gonna get solid numbers. He doesn't have the rushing upside. But if he's falling, I think it I would be down to take him on my team, especially if you're getting sniped, you need a QB, you're like, screw it, I'm just gonna take Dak in like the later rounds. Like the last piece on your team, in like a normal standard league. I'm not talking about like super flex league or anything.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought Dak Prescott's a little bit more on the obvious one. I think it's in QB6 right now, QB7. So I think that he is going to be on someone's team for sure, with the weapons that they have, obviously too. Like, and you got Keontae Turpin too. Don't sleep on him. With Jake
Yep.
Fergie, they got what's his name? Something Williams as a running back. So
Javante.
he's cool. So there should be a lot more passing game. So I think Dak Prescott, obviously, love the pick. Feel like it's an obvious one, but chilling.
Um, I do not like the pick, but I think we should wait until the fades to talk about why.
All right,
Unless you want to talk about it here, Kim. Unless you want to talk about it here. But
no. We'll wait till the fades come along. Let's jump into running backs. BBTB start us off again with running backs. Who's your running back sleeper?
I'm gonna go Jonathan Brooks. He's the backup running back right now for the Panthers. I'm not too sure if Chuba Hubbard is fully healthy back. I remember he was dealing with some kind of issue, but Jonathan Brooks looked really good in preseason, dude. He was running hard. Shitty thing about Jonathan Brooks, he is injury prone. He has been injured since his rookie season. He's going into his third year. But I think Jonathan Brooks, if he stays healthy, that is a league winner. Get Jonathan Brooks because he is deep down there.
look, there's a lot to love about Jonathan Brooks. I like Jonathan Brooks. Okay. Obviously, we know about his injuries, but also the situation is so shitty for him.
Hmm.
The coaching staff said that they're going to be in a timeshare, all like off the rip. So it's kind of already looking like not amazing.
But the thing is, I think the offense is still gonna move though with Bryce Young third year, Tet second year. I forgot the other homie that they drafted from LSU. They got a good tight end by the way. They picked up a nice tight end. All line looks good. So I think they move a little bit this year offensively.
I I like the situation kind of for Jonathan Brooks in that Chuba Hubbard's injured. He's week to week. They're not going to rush him, right? Like, why would they rush him back? Obviously, they're trying to get him back healthy. If Chuba Hubbard misses the first week, I like Jonathan Brooks a lot for week one. Um, I don't like him as my RB2. Like, I would not be happy with him as my RB2. If he was my flex, maybe I'd be okay with that, or like a bench if I can get him on my bench. But he's kind of going up in drafts ever since Chuba Hubbard got injured. But this is one of those ones that I want to just put a little excerpt in here. I'm trying not to put sleepers that all these TikTokers are putting. Oh, Jonathan Brooks. That's all I ever see on my timeline. It's like players like that. I'm like, I don't want to choose the same guys that everyone else is choosing. So, um, but I do. It's a solid pick. I like it. MFB, give us your this guy. Go ahead and give us your RB sleeper.
All right, RB sleeper, RJ Harvey. Okay. Let me speak a little bit about RJ Harvey. Number one, he's not too expensive in ADP right now. Number two, yes, there is some other RBs in the mix here, but the Denver's O line is insane this season. Nuts. So I think just that alone and the low ADP it's enough for me. I'm a
Absolutely.
biased Broncos fan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. Great sleeper. I'm riding the RJ Harvey train. I think the two other RBs are J.K. Dobbins
J.K. Dobbins,
and Audrey
Jonah
Gaston.
rookie.
No, Jonah
No,
Coleman.
not Audrey Estimate. It's some other rookie.
Jonah
Yeah.
Coleman.
But RJ Harvey looked like a dog last year. He looked like a dog in playoffs last year too. So that defense, top two, you got a top 5 defense. I think Pat Surtain's a top 10 player. I think they're about to release it. And second of all, if MFB saying the O line's absolutely nuts, the potential that RJ Harvey has, ending second or third year, pretty much prime years as a running back. I think RJ Harvey should be a dog this year. Like great sleeper pick.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just think that all these players are going to be in some sort of a timeshare, and it's just you're never going to be happy with his performance unless J.K. Dobbins dies again. Something happens to him, he's out for the season. If that happens, bro, you're literally preying on someone else to get injured. Literally, if I draft RJ Harvey, it just comes to me and I'm like, bro, I need another RB, like I need another depth piece. I take RJ Harvey. I promise you, I'm preying on J.K. Dobbins' ACLs to turn to dust.
Has J.K. Dobbins ever had a full healthy season?
No.
Thank you.
He has not. With the Ravens, he has not. With the Chargers, he has not.
Okay, so like now you're banking on him, and they just drafted Jonah Coleman, who's been, I mean, he's been doing solid in training camp, preseason, whatever. Like they like him, right? He's just gonna get mixed in. They like to use like a what's called committee. They always run more than one. They don't ever have a bell cow.
They do. That's why I mentioned it, but
Yeah,
I think it's still worth having.
I think, yeah, if it's for depth, sure, you can take a shot on him. But yeah, I hate having players like that. That's just like
All right, bro.
they pop off.
Who's your guy?
They
Who's your
pop
guy, bro?
off. Look, they pop off, and then you're trying to sell them, and no one wants them. You're like, all right. My RB sleeper is Jordan Mason. The Vikings are back. They don't have JJ McCarthy.
I already know me.
They're moving the
We
ball.
hate this take right here. I already
They're
know.
moving the ball. Look, Aaron Jones is old. He's on his way out, bro. He's what, 32, 33? His time is up.
Here's my problem. So okay, last year I was 100%. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Kyler Murray throwing the ball, moving the offense down the field. He's going around the same time probably as RJ Harvey. I'd have to look at the rankings and like actually look at a draft board, but I think I'd rather take a shot on Jordan Mason because all you're waiting for in that situation is like an older back with Aaron Jones to just fall off a cliff, and like that to me like is a lot more likely than J.K. Dobbins. And if Jordan Mason becomes the running back and Aaron Jones goes down, he will take over the backfield. It's not going to be split. He's not splitting work.
The thing is, like, I was with Jordan Mason on the train last year so hard because of all the same things you're saying. And Aaron Jones did get hurt eventually, pretty early on, and Jordan Mason did absolutely nothing with it to capitalize. And it pissed me off. So I don't mess with that fool.
So
if he burns you, I get it.
It's probably the same thing with me with Kyler Murray last year and the past few years. It could go both ways. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. If Jordan Mason falls to me, sure, because I know, like obviously respectfully, I do think Aaron Jones is going to get injured again. He is 31 years old, going to be 32, so Jordan Mason should take over. But there is the upside with a brand new quarterback. Justin Jefferson looks good. Addison looks good. I forgot the other guy's name at tight end.
Bailey?
Hawkinson.
Oh, I was
Juwan Jennings, brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
Juwan Jennings is there too. So I'm just saying the offense should move. Goal line touches. If Aaron Jones is there, he's going to swoop him. But if he's not healthy, so Jordan Mason could be a good pick towards like just stash the pick and then use the middle of the season if Aaron Jones is not healthy. So,
all right, let's move to tight ends. MFB, give us your sleeper tight end, man.
Receivers.
Oh, we skipped over the receivers. All right, MFB, give us your receiver sleeper pick. This fool's chewing. BBTB, give us your wide receiver sleeper, bro. I can't. This fool is sitting here chomping, smashing. I hope this gets
So
clipped out.
Let me just go real quick. This is not a TikTok pick, by the way. Kimo called me out for a TikTok pick. None of my picks are TikToks. None of my picks are.
Hell it is.
Promise you, it's not.
Hell it is.
So this pick is Christian Watson. I believe Christian Watson will have a bounce back year. He's been injured a couple times last year and the year before. So I think Christian Watson should be solid. Dontavian Wicks is on the Eagles now. And you just got Matthew Golden there, Romeo Dobbs, Tucker
He's
Craft,
gone.
and Christian Watson. Oh, Romeo Dobbs
He's
not there?
gone.
So
Yeah,
solid.
Reed.
Reed. But it's
Jay
still
Reed.
fine. Christian Watson, he's playing the X or the Y. Go to target. He's a dog. So I think Watkins should be solid.
I'm just worried about him staying healthy all season. I don't think he's had a full healthy season
Yeah, he has not.
yet. So that's my only concern with him. It just depends on the league. 12-man league, 10-man league, sure, take him on your team. Like you'll have depth. But like when you start to get to 14-man, it's harder to depend on a guy that hasn't played a full healthy season.
I'm with you on that. The health concerns me. Also, I feel like at ADP, I rather take the other Green Bay guys for cheaper rather than Christian Watson since he's the most expensive. But that's just pure draft like game theory. Phenomenal player when he's healthy.
No, he's a dog.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be done eating.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm done.
Why don't you go and give us your wide receiver sleeper now?
All right, wide receiver sleeper, Michael Pittman, now on the Steelers. The Steelers have been needing a guy to just move the sticks and get 3 to 5 yards at a time. And that's Michael Pittman's bread and butter, amongst other things, right? So I think like even in PPR formats as a wide receiver 3 or flex, good solid pickup, bro. You know? We'll see how it is with the new coaching. That's definitely going to be a factor in how the Steelers operate. But I like Pittman on the Steelers right now.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. Might be a little crazy take, but Michael Pittman, like knockoff version of Drake London. You know what I mean? Both 6'4", 6'5", move the same, play roughly the same.
Pittman's 6'5"?
6'4", 6'5", yeah.
God damn, I did not know that.
What I'm saying. So it's where Pittman's getting drafted at. Obviously, where Drake London's getting drafted. I'm not saying fade Drake. That's my boy. That's my dog. Shouts out. But Michael Pittman should be solid with the Steelers. I love the pick. Very simple.
I had to look it up. Honestly, I didn't know he was 6'4", 6'5".
Just
No,
whatever
he's
Kimo's rankings cut to
he's
that.
moved him up, bro, for sure. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, old saggy self. So like, I just think he's a diva, and there's been like so many instances of him acting like and behaving like a diva, and it's like, bro, just retire. Like, just give it up. Like, you're on the Steelers. You got Mike Tomlin to step down after 20 years. Like, you need to leave the NFL. You're done. Your legacy's there. It's great. Don't do what Ronaldo did and just keep playing and then just ruin your legacy. Because I mean, come on, bro. Like you've done great. You have great accolades. Just give it up. Retire. So he's my only concern. For PPR, I would probably be more down for Michael Pittman for sure. But I do like to pick. Um, I'll give you guys my wide receiver sleeper. My dog, Marvin Harrison Jr. Cardinals. Um, I think that I'm not gonna say it's his year, right? But this is a guy that was being drafted in the first round when he got into the league, his rookie season. First round, second round, whatever. But he was being drafted super high. Last year being drafted in the fourth round, like super still pretty high up there. The talent is there. I know they have Jacoby Brissett. I know that they have a tough schedule and they're not trying to win games, but the talent is there and I'm betting on the talent. And that late in the draft, he's going like seventh or eighth round. Like, why would you not take a shot on a bench piece like that for a player that's been going in the top 4 rounds 2 years in a row? And he's still young. So I would not miss an opportunity to take him in my drafts.
Yeah, I like the pick a lot just because of where he's going. If he's going round 7, which is literally the flex position, I like that a lot. And he's technically still the wide receiver one. I know Trey McBride's there, beast, and I know Michael Wilson was outperforming him the last 5 games of the season. But I think Marvin Harrison I don't know, just had a fluke year last year. I think he'll turn it up. Jacoby Brissett got paid, and we went over the coaching changes, so I feel like it should be a little bit better, a little bit.
I don't think it's terrible. I think like in the same range, there's Michael Pittman, so I'd rather take Michael Pittman over Marv. Um, but yeah, it's decent at ADP. It's cool.
Real quick before we move on, would you guys take Brian Thomas Jr. over Marv?
No,
No,
Man, I feel like I might.
right?
I hope you do and
I'd
find me
have to
too.
do more research. I'd have
Yeah,
to do more research,
I
but
don't
I
know
might
that.
think about it.
I don't know who's over who right now.
Marv, Marv over BTJ, in my opinion.
Not bad.
Let's move on to tight ends. MFB, you still eating? Just gotta make sure you don't eat
No,
like
sir.
gummy.
I'm
All right,
good.
cool. Give us your tight end, man. Tight end
right.
sleeper.
Tight end sleeper, Isaiah Likely on the New York Giants with the same coach he had on the Ravens. Um, Giants, I mean, as far as last year, it is going to be different coaching, but last year, bro, they used a lot of tight ends in the end zone, bro. So, and
Yeah.
I think, especially for like a late flyer tight end, that's what you want every week. You want a guy who's going to catch a touchdown, right? So I think it's a decent late flyer.
I think just Giants in general, low key, a big sleeper team. Made some great moves in the offseason. Um, majority of everyone's pretty healthy. Malik Neighbors too is off of the no contact redshirt jersey. He's wearing white, so I think just the ball's just gonna keep being moved really well. The defense got upgraded tremendously, so Isaiah likely should get a lot of red zone looks. So I don't know. You could be a sleeper 10 point a game tight end, which is all you need from the tight end position.
Uh, yeah, I like the pick. There's a lot of things I could say, but I like the pick. Nothing else to say about it. It's very good. It's a late tight end. Why would you skip out on that? BBTB, go ahead and give us your sleeper tight end.
My super tight end is going to be Harold Fannin. I think he is quarterback proof. He ran through I think 4 quarterbacks last year. So
Pause.
he did pretty decent. I think he was an undrafted rookie, or an undrafted rookie last year. In fantasy drafts, performed pretty well. Then they obviously got rid of Njoku, which means that they didn't need him because Fannin was performing. So I think Fannin should be a dog.
Man, Joku, the guy that like literally got burned and played the next game for the Browns, they're like, yeah, bro, we don't need you, bro. You're good. Sayonara.
Yeah, I missed with the pick. I mean, the Browns got to throw to somebody, bro. Um, so,
I
and he was a really good athlete last year.
I don't know because the Browns feel like such a dumpster fire of a team. I'm like too nervous to take him in deeper leagues where he's going. He's going like 6th round. Like if I'm in a 14 man and I have to take my 6th round pick as Harold Fannin, like I just think there's a lot of other pieces that I could take that will give me more value. Um, I do like Harold Fannin as a pick. I just don't know if I'm going to reach for him or where he's going. That's all. Um, I'll reach for Isaiah Likely though. I'll tell you that. Well, in like the 11th round. But yeah. So my tight end sleeper is George Kittle, the what is it, electrical substation or whatever, doing damage, keeping him off the field. But I think he's off the pup. He's coming back. They're trying to get him ready for week 1, if not week 1, week 2. He's going like 8th round, 7th round, like super late. You're talking about a guy who's one of the top 5 tight ends in the last like however many years. You know what I mean? He's been a top 5 tight end for years. Is coming off the injury, so it's I know risky. You don't really want to mess with that. Blah blah blah. You're getting him in the 8th round, like bro. The value is too good there. I would take George Kittle where he's going, 100%.
I don't like the pick. I'll be really honest with you. I'm not taking a old tight end as my guy. I think the Niners are not going to perform that well this year. So I would not take the risk in the 7th round because I do see Michael Pittman, Marvin Harrison, all those kind of guys in the 7th round. So I'd take that as either a flex or a bench piece, and then go like tight ends in 10, 11, 12 rounds. You got Ferguson, go Dirt, likely all those people. So I would not take Kittle this year just with all the injuries he's had.
I'm not mad at Kittle here because it's kind of better than like I don't know. We've seen Kittle like go stupid some games, and those weeks you should win. So I think in that regard, it's somewhat worth it. You know, because it's in the range of like Mark Andrews and Kelsey. It's kind of this is like the tier of all the old tight ends. So it's kind of like pick whoever you like best. You know.
Well, I just
Yep.
didn't want to put Mark Andrews up here, so that's why I chose Kittle. Let's let's move on to the bonus sleepers. MFB, start us off again. Bonus sleeper.
All right. This bonus is it's not even a sleeper pick. It's a slumber pick. I'm talking deep sleep.
Oh yeah, we snoozing.
Jalen Naylor. Do y'all even know what team he's on?
Vikings.
No. He didn't. He's not on the Vikings anymore. Jawan Jennings is there. He's on. Is he on the Raiders?
This is how deep it is. He is on the Raiders. All right.
Yep.
What?
Now.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Stay with me now. All right. The Raiders got to throw to somebody else other than Brock Bowers sometimes. All right. And if Brock Bowers gets hurt, right? Jalen Naylor, bro.
Wait, don't they have Jacoby Myers over there?
Brother, he's in. Wait, did you miss last year?
Wait.
He's in Jacksonville, brother.
Oh no,
It's just Trey Tucker. It's just Trey Tucker. That's it.
Rookie. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
keep searching.
yo, that's a. Hey, I mean,
I like the pick.
it's a deep it's a slumber pick. I'll tell you
I
that.
like deep in the.
I like the pick. I like the pick. This is a deep bag pull, and I f with it, bro.
No,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
obviously I'm not going to draft him, but if he's a waiver pickup, yo.
I'll take him with my last pick of the draft. That's a solid last pick.
Not bad.
BBTB, go ahead and give us your bonus sleeper.
My bonus sleeper is going to be Stephon Diggs, man. Brother, he is practicing like a beast. He looks really good. He's not being a diva out there. There is no problem. I think that this is what the Commanders needed. So I think Diggs will be solid. He had a great year in New England last year, towards the end of the year as well. So I really feel like he should be a solid, like, deep sleeper pick.
I have to see where he's going because these are all relative to where he's going. Can you give us some context as to where he's being drafted, BBTV?
Yeah.
On this sheet, it's like 99
I would
to
take
100.
I would take Josh Downs over Stephon Diggs. I might even take Michael Wilson
Okay.
over Stephon.
Would you take Jaden Reed?
No.
Interesting.
Right.
I'd have to look at the O line. I'm worried about the Commanders O line because they had an injury. I'm not gonna say his name because you guys make fun of me whenever I say it.
Okay. Xavier Worthy or Diggs?
No, I'll take Diggs.
Diggs.
Yeah, I'll take Diggs.
Debo Samuel or Diggs?
Diggs.
Ah, man, dude, that's a tough one. I think PPR I'd take Diggs. I'd probably just take Diggs, bro. Yeah. It's not a bad pick. I just would rather take some of the other players going in his around his ADP. Like I kind of like Stribling from the Niners. I think I'll take Pittman. I think Pittman's going around the same. I'll take Pittman over Diggs. So
Pittman's going around 7. I think Diggs is going around 9.
oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. Then yeah. It's not a bad pick.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. My bonus sleeper, Romeo Dobbs. What team is he on, BBTV? We went over this.
I actually don't remember. Eagles? No.
No, bro, come on. Patriots. He's on the Patriots.
He's-
He's the wide receiver too. They just got rid of Kayshawn Booty just today. Just got traded away to the Texans. Texans got Kayshawn Booty. So it's just AJ Brown, Romeo Dobbs, and who?
And the rookie. There's a good rookie on that team.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about Kyle Williams, but it's Demario Douglas, Bob Douglas. He's the wide receiver 3. So Kayshawn Booty, or sorry, Romeo Dobbs is the wide receiver 2, who just came off a decent season with Green Bay.
Yeah.
He was putting up, solid numbers behind, Christian Watson, and it's just a late bench piece that could perform. You know what I mean? It might take him some time to get up to speed in that offense, but he got traded in March, so he's had plenty of time to practice with the season, the preseason, everything. So, and if anything happens with AJ Brown, soft tissue injuries, those always come up. Romeo Dobbs is gonna be the number 1. So, I think that's a solid pickup and just a bench piece.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I don't know where he's going in drafts, but I'm guessing I haven't seen him in drafts. I actually don't. I stopped drafting after like round 10, so I haven't seen where he goes. But I'm guessing after round 10, and at that point, whatever, you're just taking shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, MB had to go. He had some technical difficulties. He had to go. Maybe be a father. So I get that. I understand that. So we're gonna move on to players to fade. And if it comes to MFB's picks, we'll just skip over them for now, and then when he comes back, we'll let him go over those the picks. Players to fade. BBTV goes to QB player to fade.
My player to fade, Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. Joe Burrow is. There's always some kind of bullshit that's currently happening. Something with the O line. They did not upgrade their defense at all. They traded away their really good defensive end. Forgot his name. But I don't think Joe Burrow is performing this year. No upgrade on the O line. Obviously, the receivers are nice. Don't get me wrong. But Joe Burrow is going to be eaten alive. And you're talking to a guy that fades the quarterback and fades the tight end. So if you're getting a quarterback third, I think Burrow's going third round in a 14 man, like
No.
fourth round
He's going 4th round. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
in a 14 man.
Yes. He's
Oh.
not going that early anymore. Yeah. No.
Okay, then
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
back. Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not wasting my 4th round pick because I know Travis Etienne is in the 4th round. I know there's a lot of I think Swift, Judkins, Montgomery,
Yeah.
Salt. I don't know. There's a lot of better quarterbacks that are going to put up similar numbers to Burrow when actually but then you could have a fire 4th pick. So I'm
I
fading Burrow.
I definitely agree in that the value you get in those middle rounds after the first 2, 3-ish rounds, the value for those positions are so much higher for other positions than for the quarterback position. And if they didn't fix their O line at all, then yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I think he will do fine. I just think I would not draft him at cost. So yeah, I would be fading him as well. We're talking about Joe Burrow, MFB,
Joe Burrow.
as a fade.
I think he goes off, bro. I think he goes off. He does solid,
I just wouldn't take him like the value that you're missing out on. You basically would have to hit on your other picks later on, like your wide receiver or running back picks later on, if you forfeit a running back or a wide receiver where he's going. So I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Is all. I'm not saying like, oh, Joe Burrow's gonna stink this year. He does it every he flip flops just like Dak. 1 year bad, 1 year good. 1 year bad, 1 year good. Like 2 years ago, bro, him and Jamar Chase, that was the duo to have to win. Bro, they were winning weeks for people. So I think he does that again. So but am I willing to give up a 4th round pick based on the fact that he flip flops every other year? And no, I'm not risking that. MFB, why don't you go ahead and give us your QB fade?
QB fade is Dak Prescott, which was Chemo's sleeper sleeper pick.
Sleeper
Um,
quarterback.
I mean, bro, it's just every like QB around there or like within like a round or so, I much rather have, right? I'd rather have Jaden Daniels. I'd rather have Stafford. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts over all those guys over Dak, me personally. Um, so with that being said, that's why within that tier, I'm fading Dak in a sense.
I could make arguments against Jaden Daniels, but the other guys, like even Stafford, I mean, bro, that team is just the defense is insane for the Rams, and Stafford's just a dog. So, um, yeah, I get it. Let me switch my QB sleeper real quick.
Here's me. Uh,
No,
Well, yeah, I think that's a bad pick. I think Dak's gonna be really solid. I think people are fading Dak this year, which I like. If he falls to me, I'm taking him. He's he looks really good, dude. I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys are gonna be a little bit different. I know. Don't worry, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but they have the guys, they have the O line for it. If Dak Prescott needs to like leave the pocket and run and get you a first down, he will run and get you that first down. You know what I mean? So
he
he
does
can use
scramble like every once in a while. Yeah,
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
common,
saying.
but
So
yeah.
I think Dak Prescott will be like a solid this year. I think he's solid. So I'm not really a fan of the fade.
Um, okay, let me move on to my QB fade. Jaden Daniels. I just don't think they have two older receivers on the team that are fading out. Ja'Cory, Krosky, Merritt, Barrett, Bill, Nye the Science Guy is not really getting it done on the ground. His value is pretty solid though, so I mean, he might be a sleeper, you know what I mean? But just he's not him. He's not really creating, getting a lot of yards per carry and things like that, and like causing the players to stack the box and things like that. So I just don't think the offensive line they took a hit. One of their players is out for the season, and so the offensive line's now weak. Two older receivers, that are the two primary receivers are older and like kind of on their way down. The RB situation's up in the air, so I just think Jaden Daniels for what you're paying for him, it's just not worth it in the draft. I would not be taking Jaden Daniels where he's going.
Yeah, I mean, I like that pick, or I like what Kimo said about Jaden Daniels. I would also fade Jaden Daniels. I feel like he just too skinny of a quarterback. So if he does get a lot of hits, he will eventually get hurt. And there's a lot of times in fact. So I think that Jaden Daniels, I don't know. I would not draft Jaden Daniels. That's just me. I feel like he'll either be crazy or just down there. And majority of the time, I think he's gonna be down there.
Um, I see where you're coming from. I just think at his ADP, it's not terrible, right? Um, like even looking at other skill positions, like it's around Tony Pollard, Ramondre, Brian Thomas, Tyler Warren, Carnell Tate. Like I don't feel great clicking those guys over Jaden Daniels if I need a QB in that moment. Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like where he falls amongst those players. I I would feel better clicking Jaden Daniels over those guys.
Fair.
It's kind of my thing.
So
Fair. I mean, it all depends on the draft and like how it goes, like
Yeah.
when you're in the moment. But yeah, for me, I don't want him. I just don't want him on my team. I just think there's a lot of like issues with the. He will scramble a lot, so he can get you a lot of rushing yards. But man, if he keeps scrambling like that and he's forced to scramble a lot, then you're going to be in situations where he does get hit, and then you are worried about his health, and then you just don't want to have to deal with that. Um, Let's move on because I really want to talk about this. BBTB, your RB to fade this year, please.
my RB to fade is gonna be Bijan Robinson, the number 2 pick. I do think that he's going to be overworked. It's based off he is going to be overworked. They got rid of Tyler Algier, but Brian Robinson Jr. from the Commanders is there. He is a technically bigger back, so he could get some red zone poaches. But Bijan Robinson, don't get me wrong, is a dog. He's very athletic. Probably, but I don't think he finishes top 5 RB for being the number 2 pick. I think there is 3 other running backs that is better that I would take over him.
Please name the 3 RBs really quick before we can have a be saying.
Jonathan Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
Saquon Barkley, and either I think it was McCaffrey. McCaffrey, yeah. I think I would take those 3 over Bijan.
I really, really, really hope that you're second pick in the league and I'm third pick right behind you.
Perfect.
Yeah. Bro, he came out. Bijan Robinson announced his haircut. He looks like the genie from Aladdin, and so BBTB just didn't like that. So that's why he's making this whole claim. That's all it is. It's literally the split hair, the rope hair.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're talking fade. Like, okay, obviously, like the tiers is like it's like tier 0, Gibbs and Bijan, right, in rankings, and then tier 1 is like the next guys. So, like, are you just like, okay, if you're a second pick, what are you doing?
I'm drafting Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
Okay.
you hear this guy?
No, I mean, no. Like, according to what he said, that makes sense.
So obviously we're in a 14-man league, so I'm not gonna running backs are gonna dip. I'm not getting to Cooler and Jigba. The next pick after that is Jonathan Taylor. I think at 7.
You could have Nakua or Jigba if you
It
want.
could. Don't get me wrong. I should.
CMAC.
I wouldn't be
CMAC's
mad.
technically going before JT.
Or CMAC, yeah. Well,
But I have
no,
JT slightly over CMAC, just my opinion. But I would take JT because I'm in a 14-man league, and everyone takes running backs. So that's why my pick would be JT.
Yeah,
I'm in a 10-man league.
If you're a second pick, you're hoping you're not second pick. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be near Bijan. You'd rather have higher value elsewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand not wanting to be the second pick because you don't want to have whatever. But bro, Bijan, terrible take. MFV, please give us your RB to fade.
All right. My RB to fade is Kenneth Walker. I just feel like in this tier of RBs, there's so many like good RBs, right? This is like, I guess I'll call it like tier 2, right? Tier 0 being Gibbs and Bijan. Tier 1 being CMC. Okay, nice butter steak.
Bro,
tier 1 being CMC, JT,
Barkley.
right? No, I have Barkley in tier 2. Like James Cook.
Whatever. He's in that tier 2 range, right?
Okay, and then the tier 2 is like all the other guys. Derrick Henry, Saquon, Devon Achane, Genty,
yeah.
I'm missing
Chase Brown,
Marion Hampton, Chase Brown.
Yep.
Right? Hella guys in there. I like literally pretty much all those guys above Kenneth Walker. Okay. Now, I still have Kenneth Walker in that tier. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna take Jeremiah Love over Kenneth Walker. I'm not. He's just in the bottom of that tier for me. Now the reasoning is, bro, every time this guy has seen a full workload, he gets hurt, bro. And I can't stand that if I'm taking like a high second round pick, right? Or late first if you're in a very deep league, right? I can't risk that. So because of that, I'd rather take any of those other guys. There's so many other guys to go for in RB.
Like I feel you. I obviously I'm putting Barkley in that tier 1 list, but I would take K9 over a lot of those guys you mentioned. I'm taking him over Genty. I'm taking him over old Derrick Henry. The guy that I would maybe take over him would be Marion Hampton because I'm high on the Chargers this year, but I'm not taking Chase Brown. Don't trust the Bengals right now. I'm not taking Genty. Obviously, we know about his knee. So I think K9 is the best player in tier 2. So if he comes to you, I'm taking him with a solid cheese. Patrick Mahomes coming back, a statement year for Patrick Mahomes. I'm taking K9. They didn't pay him out for a reason. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I think MLB's talking about the fact that when he does get a full workload, he gets injured. So in a 14-man league, I agree with MFB. I don't want him because there's not enough depth at running back. Like once you hit 14-man, it's tough. Like he goes down, you're down that position. The probability that you have another plug and play RB on your roster is very unlikely. So you're scrambling to play like a second string, like you got Rashad White or like Tony Pollard in your RB1 spot now. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of risk to take on. Do I think he's going to be terrible? No, I think he's going to be great when he plays, right? But if he gets hurt, then you're really going to be kicking yourself. It's going to suck. So I like the pick, MFB. I like the take. Let's move on to my RB to fade, CMC. Plain and simple, CMC has never played a full season or been fully healthy after having a 400 touch season. Every season he had 400 touches. The next season he didn't play. There was that one year where he went crazy and he was like the league winner for everybody. The following year he had 400 something touches. The following year didn't even start, calf issues, went to Germany to see doctors. It was a mess. Everyone that drafted CMC they were miserable. They all lost their leagues for sure. He did it again last year. He had over 400 touches. He's not getting any younger. He's older now. It's not worth the risk for me. If you're in a 10-man league or an 8-man league, go ahead. Like, there's plenty of depth at RB that you're going to be able to get later on. You can stack RBs. You'll be fine and take that risk and just win the league if he doesn't get injured all year. I'm putting my money on CMC getting injured or not playing the full year. So I just don't want that on my team. I think he has a down year.
I think it depends. So, like, you mentioned the league size, and I think it does depend on that for me. I think 14-man, I'd be a little shakier on clicking CMC. I think in a 12-man, I would risk it. I would risk it.
I would not.
He's such a league-winning player
But
that
he's never
so raw.
He's never played a full healthy season after having 400 touches. And not only that, he's
So I don't
go.
Okay, there was 2 years in a row. I mean, he was a lot younger then, but there was 2 years in a row he did really good. I don't know if it was 400 touches or not,
No, it wasn't.
but there was 2 years in a row that he did amazing.
That was like
2 in a row.
5. It was like 6 years ago.
It was. Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm younger. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like the every other cycle.
I'm not risking that, bro. I don't want my first round pick injured. Like, it's just not fun. Like, I would rather take one of the other RBs like in that range, honestly. If it's
I don't know. I
if
mean,
it-
it's like it's the same take with Bijan Robinson, right? I know CMC is a lot older than Bijan Robinson, but I just think CMC is just a proven player. He is a Swiss Army knife. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the take, but I understand where he's coming from. I would take CMC.
so you guys don't stop thinking about this. You guys keep thinking about this as if I'm saying like CMC is going to be dog this year. He
No,
sucks.
that's what I'm
He's not
saying.
gonna play.
I don't think he's gonna get like season-ending injury. That's just what I'm saying.
He's not going to do good this year. He's not going to be worth where you're drafting him. He's not worth that value. So if he just keeps falling, sure, take him. But like, I'm not taking the CMC.
Yeah,
Definitely
but
not
purely
raising
only
him.
because of injury and durability.
Yes, and that he's not going to do good this season. Like, just
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to maintain 2 seasons at this age with the workloads. Like, no way. No way he does what he did last year. No shot on earth. I'll be shocked. Like, actually shocked. Let's move on to wide receivers to fade. You know what, BBTB, go ahead, give us your wide receiver to fade. I like this. I want to see this.
It's a crazy take. He's technically the number 1 receiver off the board. It is Jamar Chase. I don't think Jamar Chase will finish top 5. Obviously, if I'm in that situation where he's the 5th pick in my face, sure, I will take him, but I do think Puka Nacua is better than him. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is better than him. Why?
Okay.
Because of opportunity with the ball. Seahawks are significantly a better team than the Bengals all around, defensively and other pieces. Same thing with the Rams. So the opportunity for Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith and Jigba is so much higher than Jamar Chase. They paid T. Higgins. They also have that Islavas guy at the slot. Whatever. And they got Chase Brown to feed. You know, it's not a committee back over there. If you look at the Rams running backs, if you look at the Seahawks running backs, they're all committee. They're all passing quarterbacks that don't run the ball. Joe Burrow has legs. So I don't think Jamar Chase being the number one receiver off the board is worth your pick. I think it's Puka, and Jigba, maybe even Amon-Ra, then Chase. My opinion.
Yeah, but the terrible take. You keep talking about the Bengals having terrible defense. Like that's good
Every
for Jamar
year.
Chase.
Every
That's
past
good.
few
That's
years.
good for Jamar Chase, brother. You want them to have a bad defense so they keep throwing. I
It's
don't
about
like the take.
opportunity at the end of the day. If he's getting less opportunity, if they're getting 4 offensive drives, you're banking on 4 offensive drives. The Rams and Seahawks are getting 7 to 8 offensive drives. That's a lot more opportunities.
You don't even believe in your pick. You said if he goes fifth pick, you might take him at fifth pick. That he's going
I'm
third
gonna
pick.
take him on the 5th pick. That's just
He's going
brother,
third pick.
No,
if
but he needs.
CMC is the 12th pick, right, or the 10th pick, you're not taking CMC at the 10th pick when he's going 5th.
No,
You're not
But
taking.
he's not even. He's not even fading. He's hard avoiding.
no,
CMC.
I'm not touching
Yeah,
CMC this year.
I'm not hard avoiding Chase. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
saying
Yeah, yeah.
it's just going Puka and Jigba Chase.
Yeah.
That's how
He has him at the bottom of the tier, pretty much.
That's too hard.
Okay.
Okay. So
okay.
I mean, bottom of the tier isn't that crazy. Like, you know, Puka, I'm not mad at. Right, I've seen people take Puka plenty times over Chase. JSN's kind of like a toss up.
Amon-Ra.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Amon-Ra's sick.
Drew
Amon-Ra's
Petzing
like
is
the
the
Lions
OC.
need so many different guys. So that's my thing. Like, I know Jamar Chase is getting 15 targets a game.
He's getting minimum 10.
Amon-Ra,
Minimum 10 a game.
he doesn't like not every game he's like that, but he'll get targets, but not like 15. You know what I'm saying? Every game, because there's going to be JMO weeks, there's going to be Sam Laporta weeks. I don't know. It's not that wild to me, but I don't know. I think I just have Amon-Ra at the start of the next tier. To be very, we're really min and maxing here because it's first round, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, terrible take. BC. No, I'm kidding. No. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like it's a toss up. Like you kind of like you're choosing between those three receivers. So, I mean, it could end up being right on that one. So yeah. I'm not fading Jamar Chase. But anyways, MFB, give us your wide receiver to fade.
All right, my wide receiver fade is Chris Olave. Kind of similar to Kenneth Walker take, right? That's how I look at fades of all things, right? Every player around Olave, I like way better. I like Pickens more. I like Nico Collins way more. I like Rashee Rice more. I like Zay Flowers more. I like Malik Neighbors more. So Olave's just way too expensive, and I get he had a great year last year. It's just too expensive for me. I like all the other guys in that tier better than Olave.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm a Saints fan. I like what MFB is saying. He is pretty expensive, and I would take a lot of guys over Chris Olave. But if he does fall to you, don't be, or like if he's the only, I think he's technically a tier 3 receiver. So if you see him there, he's like the last one. Don't be mad about it. He still should be a dog. Like I have the Saints doing pretty solid this year, going 10-7, winning the division. I know 10-7 is not crazy for all the other teams, but it's crazy for the Saints the past few years. So I think Chris Olave should be still a dog, but obviously he's very expensive.
I kind of agree with MFB. I get a little bit nervous with Olave. It comes back to injury because like he missed like an entire season because of concussions. So he's one concussion away from being like, yeah, I'm good.
That was 2
And so,
years
like,
ago.
It was, yeah. Last year he was good. He's fine. But yeah, we were obviously forgetting about that. So that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I do kind of like other receivers going in his area. If he falls to me though, I might take Olave. I might take him actually if he falls to me. I'm gonna give my wide receiver to fade, and it's Tedero McMillan. I don't think Bryce Young is really him. And so like Tedero as a talent, I think is good. I just think there's other receivers in going around his ADP that I kind of like more. I like Garrett Wilson a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's Geno Smith and it's the Jets, but Garrett Wilson is a talent I like more than Tedero McMillan. And then Ladd McConkey with the Chargers with Mike McDaniel as the OC. Like I'm kind of higher on Ladd McConkey than I am on Tedero. Like I don't really want a player on the team that's not really competing like that. And so like I don't know. I'm kind of fading Tedero this year.
So I'm not really a fan of fading Tedero McMillan this year. I would take him over a few other guys, to be honest with you. Like there's Rushy Rice and Garrett Wilson. I'm taking Tet over those guys. Might be crazy to y'all. But I also like Ladd McConkey, and he's technically the 19th receiver, so he's way down there. So I wouldn't fade Tet. I think Tet should be a solid in a half PPR, consistent, like 13, 16 point player and a half.
I like Ted a lot in full PPR for sure.
Oh, full for show.
Um, Man, Garrett Wilson, it's kind of tough. I really have to think about it. I have a slight edge of Tet over Lad, honestly. Um, but then I don't know. How about other guys like Emeka, T. Higgins, Devontae?
I'm taking all
He's next
those.
to those guys, right?
I'm taking
I'm not.
Emeka. I'm not taking Devontae. I'm taking Emeka over him. I'm taking T over him. No. Yes.
I'm taking Tet over Neighbors, Devonta, and Emeka.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, bro.
All right, bro.
This guy, bro. Genius.
I've won chips before, bro. I've
Genius
won
over
chips
here, bro.
before.
We have a chip together, brother.
We do.
I don't know how we did that. It's just put our minds together and we'll come up with the right. Anyways, let's move on to tight ends. BBTB starts off with your tight end to fade.
Bro, Brock Bowers. Don't draft the first overall tight end with your second pick every year. Fade the tight end, ladies and gentlemen. You won't listen to me. Listen, fade the tight end. Majority of your league winners did not have the number one tight end. I promise you, fade Brock Bowers. Mendoza, Kirk Cousins, don't even know. MLB's high on Jalen Naylor. I'm telling you, Brock Bowers is going to get overworked. He's not worth your second pick. I promise you. Way better guys than him.
MLB, you want to jump?
I'm trying to think because he is extremely pricey, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's talk about like even in a 12 man, right? He probably is coming at like back at the 2.2, 2.10, 2.8 range, right?
He's like 24.
Let's say all the RBs are gone. Are you going to pass up on those receivers for Brock Bowers? Probably not. Okay, let's do the inverse. How about all the receivers are gone? Are you going to pass up those RBs for Brock Bowers? Probably not. It's just his ADP is in such a tough spot to really justify taking him. So I kind of see it, right? And like there's no really universe where like he falls all the way to like mid third round, right? Which is where I would be happy clicking him.
He's currently going in between picks 19 through 21 consistently on majority drafts.
Yeah.
So that's it's middle second.
I definitely agree with where he's being drafted to fade him. Yes, 100%. I'm not taking him in the second round. It's just not worth it for me at all. So I like the take in terms of the way you explained it. Yes, 100%. MFB, give us your tight end to fade.
My tight end to fade is Tyler Warren. Now, I really liked Tyler Warren this year until the signing of Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen demands red zone targets on any offense he's a part of. And that's where Tyler Warren was a pretty big moneymaker. So, because of that, I think those very high value targets are going to be like, divided now. It's not worth his cost. Even though his ADP is kind of falling still because of the signing news, I still don't really think it's that worth it. to take him that early.
Yeah. I don't like the pick. I think Tyler Warren will be solid with where he's going. I don't think Keenan Allen plays even half the season. Um, Respectfully, he's a older gentleman. He's always dealt with some kind of issue with a shoulder or hamstring or something along those lines. I don't think he plays more than 8 games this year. So, and let's just say he does play, that takes the load off Tyler Warren. Great red zone target. Daniel Jones is finally healthy back. I think Colts move it this year. I know they had a great first half last year and a shitty second half, but I still think that Tyler Warren should be solid, so I'm not really a fan of the pick.
I'm a fan of the pick. I agree with him at B. I think there's better value where he's going. That I don't think it's the same thing. Like where it's like, why would you take up? I mean, all three of our picks, you'll see, like it's the same thing. But I do like the pick. I'm not taking Tyler Warren where he's going. If he starts to fall, sure. Like if he really starts to fall, I don't like the players that are going around him. Then yeah, I'll take him. Like but I don't want to be in that position. I'm praying I'm not in that position. My tight ends fade Colson Loveland for the same reasons we've been giving for all these tight ends. They're just,
Yeah.
it's nothing to really do with him, his situation, and I don't think he's worth a tight end 3 pick, even if it's in the 4th round. Like it just doesn't feel worth it to
Yeah.
me.
The
It's just
fourth round has so much good value.
yeah,
It's hard. Yeah.
it's very hard. Where he's going is kind of, he's being inflated. Does he even finish as a tight end 3?
No, he doesn't. I don't know what the hype is with Colson Loveland because there's so many options over there in the Bears, and they still
Cole
got
Kmet is still there. Yeah, Cole
Cole
Kmet is
Kmet's
still
still
there.
there.
Yeah,
and they
so
run
I
two
don't get
tight
it
end
either.
options.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'll be honest with you, I don't even think he finishes top 7. I think there's
That's kind of crazy.
Tyler Warren, Harold Fannin, Laporta, Pitts. Like I would take them all over Loveland, just because there's no other tight end competition on that team.
I'll take Loveland over Pitts. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Loveland this year.
MFB seems to be in agreement as well. Let's move on to the bonus players to fade. MFB, start us off with your bonus fade.
Man, you guys are not going to like this one. We talked
Yep,
about
hate
it
it.
before, I think, on our first episode. Kind of fading AJ Brown. Same along the same lines we've said before. I like all the other names around him, bro. I rather have all these other guys. You know, I rather have for sure Justin Jefferson, for sure CeeDee Lamb, for sure Drake London. Okay, that's easy money. I'd rather have George Pickens. I'd rather have Nico. I'd rather have. I think that's probably about it. But now, speaking about his situation, news about him, right? He had some weird, mysterious injuries going on. He's getting older. The Eagles GM let him go, and I just got a weird feeling like he knew what he was doing letting him go, and he wasn't really tripping. So I don't know.
Yeah, bro, I hate the
I
pick.
mean,
I literally hate the pick. I don't know what else to tell you. Where he's going is perfect. I think his ADP is phenomenal. He's like middle to late-ish second round. I think that's great. So I have him perfect. Like, yeah, obviously I'm taking CD, Justin Drake. It's Nico Collins and AJ Brown's neck and neck. Don't know how CJ Stroud looking a little diffy this year, so I don't know how he's going to be. So I don't know, bro. It's not the fact that AJ Brown's a dog. Don't get me wrong, but brother, Drake May is a dog. He will feed that man the ball. So that's why I'm higher on AJ Brown, just because of his quarterback. That's just that's why I'm not a fan of the pick.
I think I'm also not a big fan of the pick, but now MFB's got me thinking, and I'm a little bit, I'm thinking about that. It goes with my sleeper pick, my bonus sleeper, Keyshawn Booty, or I mean, sorry, Romeo Dobbs. So, um, I I don't know if I would fade AJ Brown though. Um, BBTB, give us your bonus fade.
Bonus fade is going to be Mr. Derrick Henry. I'm so sorry. He is 31, 32 years old. I don't think he's going to be healthy. Keaton Mitchell did look pretty good in preseason. Might work him in a little bit. That's just kind of my realistic take. I do think the Ravens are going to be a phenomenal team this year, a 12-win team. The defense looks absolutely insane. But I just don't think Derrick Henry can stay healthy at the age of 31, 32. So that's just my take. Like, there's just so many better running backs I would not really reach, but just take over than Derrick Henry.
Yeah. This is that tier where there's a lot of running backs, and you really got to think like, yo, who do I really like better, and who do you rank over the other one? I'm not really fading Derrick Henry. There's other dudes I kind of prefer, but like I would take Derrick Henry over K Walker. Like that's just I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. Like everybody said he was old last year, and he did his thing last year, bro. So like, I don't know, bro. He's like the guy who I'm gonna keep riding. He could be 38, bro. I'm
Pause.
gonna still draft him until he really gets broken.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Hey man. I mean it's I don't know if I'd Derrick Henry's the player that like I haven't wanted to be wrong on for like last 2 years. I was like, oh no, he's getting old. He's done. Like there's like what's the point, right? Like he's not going to perform XYZ, whatever, right? And then he did perform and he did that. I mean, last year he had a down year kind of like down for him, but he did solid overall, honestly. So I am nervous obviously about his age playing into it. But I just think I don't know if I take him over Ken Walker, but yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because of his age. I just don't like the RBs going after him. So let me ask you this, BBTV. You're saying fade Derrick Henry. You would take Kyron Williams over Derrick Henry?
Yes.
You take Jeremiah Love over Derrick Henry?
No.
Do you take Brees Hall
No.
over Derrick Henry? Okay. Do you
But
take
that's like a different category.
but you're saying fade Derrick Henry. If you don't touch Derrick Henry, who are you taking after him? Like if you ignore if you
Well, I mean, Derrick Henry's literally my bottom of the tier 2 list. The bottom.
but that's where he's going. The players after Derrick Henry. Well, I'm thinking Yahoo, but like in Yahoo,
No, I mean,
drafts,
there's
it goes.
Kimo, you're going into the next tier.
No,
yeah.
but well, so Derrick Henry, I'm saying like in my head,
I mean, next tier in there is Josh
you would
Jacobs.
take
I'm taking
other.
Josh Jacobs.
That's what I was going to ask my next question. We take Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs or Derrick Henry. Okay, all right,
Obviously, we have to monitor Josh Jacobs' current injury because I know he's dealing with something
sure.
kind of serious, but it would be
Yeah,
Josh.
I don't think he gets suspended, but yeah.
No.
That leads into my bonus player to fade, Jeremiah Love. I could explain this take for hours, but we don't have that kind of time. But I'm still going to talk about it. Jeremiah Love is a beast, right? Dealing with a high ankle sprain, I think he'll be fine for week one. They still have James Conner. They signed Tyler Algier from the Falcons.
They let go of Trey Benson.
Oh, thank God. We're winning this year. We're winning it all. They have probably the worst schedule in the entire NFL. Literally, if you go look at their schedule, like the first I think it's the first 8 weeks. It's like just they're playing, I think, Bills, Lions, Rams, like maybe even Niners, I think, are in there. Bro, they're getting literally, they're not going to do well, bro. They're not doing well on the floor. I'm sorry. The coach, Mike LaFleur, was the offensive coordinator for the Rams last year, and they ran a committee. So, like, what's to say they're not going to run another committee with Jeremiah Love? Why would they run their rookie running back into the ground, getting absolutely cooked? Imagine Jeremiah Love against Aaron Donald and
No.
Myles Garrett.
Aaron
Donald's like not back.
Look, bro. Who knows? Myles Garrett is literally going to inhale him. He's going to literally destroy him, bro.
Look,
He's going to literally like.
I like the
I'm not touching-
I like your fade reasoning, but I think he's the top of the tier 3 list. So I would, if he's there, I'm kind of taking him.
Hammer Breeze.
But Yeah, you're right.
I'm leaning towards Love.
I'm leaning towards Brees on that. I know.
Yeah, I don't want a running back in a committee on a offense that has one of the worst running back schedules, like probably
But
the
you're
worst running back schedule.
speculating he's on a committee. There's no confirmation of that.
I mean, bro, there is no confirmation. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I would not want to risk my RB2 or RB1 being part of a team they're not. Yeah, I'm telling you right
Because
now.
Omari and Hampton could be on a committee, right? The coach said, "Oh, we're going to use all 3 backs."
Yeah, but a good offense, but a better schedule. Like, they're in a situation where, like, they're going to be moving the ball. Justin Herbert's going to be moving the ball. They're not running with Jacoby Brissett. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
So, like,
Tyler Algier is there, by the way, and he was a dog. I'm just
and he's
saying.
going to be stealing goal
Was
line work.
He's like, there's somebody who's more of a vulture than him, but he's a top vulture for sure.
for
Of
sure.
TDs.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, like, I'm not touching Jeremiah Love.
I just randomly remembered the top vulture of TDs. Gus Edwards. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Brother, that homie's
No.
stat line would be like 5 rushes, 3 TDs.
No, bro.
No.
Remember
The one from the
Jamal
Lions.
Williams.
Yes, Jamal Williams.
Jamal
From the
Williams
Lions.
on the
Yeah,
Lions.
that was the biggest.
20 TD season.
Bro, we were in a
On
league.
Gibbs'
me and
rookie
MFB.
year.
We were in a league, me and MFB, where a guy traded for Jamal Williams, thinking he was the RB1. So he literally traded like Devontae Adams or something for Jamal Williams, and the league went crazy. Literally, the league went insane. Everyone was going crazy. That was nuts, man. But yeah, Jamal Williams, biggest poacher for sure. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode, guys. If you're still here, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. If you listen to this while going to sleep, I hope you dream about BBTB sleeping next to you. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. I think we'll have 1 or 2 more like mock draft episodes before the season starts. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully we'll come out with a couple of decent episodes for you guys. Hopefully a little bit shorter before the season starts. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.